Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing something a little different. This is not a review. This is simply a let's play. Uh, and this game is something a little different. Not my usual let's play either. This is portable VR. And if I was doing a let's play initial impressions or a review, I wouldn't recommend this game. However, this game, Portable VR, released, I believe, just a few days ago on the Steam store. It's only $4. It's on a release sale, a little less than $4. I think it's 15% off, if I'm not mistaken. But the reason why I'm doing a video on this game is because I think this game is perfect for those VR veterans out there who want to test their mettle. So if you consider yourself a PCVR veteran and you want to test your VR metal, your VR legs, if you want to prove that you're not a VR noob, this is basically the game to do it. This game is running on the Virtual Reality Game Kit, VRGK, which a lot of games have used this toolkit. A lot of developers that make different types of games. I mean, I could right away tell you that this is VRGK just from looking at the menu, but playing the game, I can tell you this is the Virtual Reality Game Kit. Very popular. Obviously, without even looking at the game folder, I can tell you this is the Unreal Engine because that's where the VRGK toolkit runs on. And the reason why this is perfect for VR veterans who want to test their mettle, want to test your VR legs, if you've got what it takes, do you got what it takes? Then this is the perfect game for you. This game will test your VR legs. How good are you in handling heights, falling down like this? That was not intentional, by the way. I just fell. But if you ever wanted to fall down in VR and see if you can handle it, falling from great heights in VR, where the world around you just bounces around. I would say this is worse than most VR roller coasters, vast majority of them, because here, I'm climbing this material here. But this whole crate is just moving, bouncing all around. There are some frame rate drops, but nothing severe. So mostly it's running at 90. It's going to drop to 89, 88, stuff like that, but nothing severe. So, and you know what? I thought this poem was outside. It looked like it was showing outside, but I don't believe the poem is actually outside. I was mistaken. It's actually inside. Maybe it's behind. Oh, you know what? It's behind that, and I don't think you can get behind that unless you go over here. So you see that door? It moves behind me, and you gotta watch out because your hands can get caught in the terrain. I don't know if you noticed that, but my hand was stuck in the glass. But now I understand this level a little bit more. This is my first time doing this level, and I've been trying to find this little poem that's over there, that little letter with a little heart. But apparently you have to get around this way. And I'm just now realizing the path that you have to take to get over there. So we're going to do that right now. But yeah, this really tests your VR mettle. If you can pass these levels, then you are a VR veteran. You've got it. You've got what it takes. But, what? Okay, it's not this side then. It must be this side over here. Okay, it's this side over here. Whoa. As you can see here, your whole world just bounces. And so it's very unsteady. Oh, man. Is there a way to make this collapse or? I thought it'd be easy to get around here. I thought there'd be a little cheat. But I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's the glass over here. Or maybe we have to make it crumble. let's push this button over here and see maybe... You gotta push it all the way in. Okay. Did that do anything useful? Wait, I think that pushed one of the... Yeah. I think there's an opening now. Oh, okay. Well, apparently I did something right, because I think that's what you're supposed to do. Alright, I think we got this. We got this. The cabinet over here fell down, allowing us to get back here. Alright, we collected the poem. We're good. I think we can drop it to the ground now. Okay, now to get out of here. So you basically gotta do the same thing, except for it's the eviction notice, which is over there. Again, we're testing our VR metal here. There is a jump button. You can jump. Okay. I don't think you can... Well, you might try to tightrope. Let's try... Nope. Tightroping didn't really work. So like I said, basically with this game, the crates... okay, I think we have to go up. So we have to swing ourselves up and catch that. Oh, so I do find that I have to play standing. I tried playing this seated, but I just couldn't reach some of the objects, when you're swinging up and down. So I have to play standing to be able to reach. And where's the eviction notice? Is the eviction notice higher up, or is it right there? Can't tell. Well, since we can't tell, I'm gonna go... Oh no, the eviction notice is up. Okay. We're gonna climb up here. I do have full locomotion and smooth and snap turning, in case you can't tell. And as you can see, this is just trembling all around, and that's enough to make some people motion sick. So basically, if you get motion sickness, if you get nausea, if you get any ill effects from doing any of this, then you are a VR noob. You're not a cold-hardened VR veteran who can handle this stuff without any issues. Basically me. I think what we have to do is get up here, actually. So we're gonna get up here. Oh no, that's closed. That's not... Well, maybe we can actually open it up. Let's see if we can open it up. I don't know if we can, but we're gonna try. Can we open it up? Nope. So we're gonna go up here. Okay, so there is... I think there's a door. Oh, there's a door over there, right? I think there is. I think there's an opening over here. Oh no, I was mistaken. That was just the ladder. There's not a door over here. So let's check out this side over here. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes where you're supposed to go. And you can't always grab onto everything. There's certain spots you cannot grab. It's hard to tell sometimes, though, what you can and cannot grab. Is this an opening here? Okay, well, you know what time it is. It's time to push a bunch of buttons and see what happens. So I'm going to touch this one and see what happens. Did that help us in any way? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't see any opening still. This is a tricky one. Alright, let's try another button. Well, that didn't help. Let's try that button over there. If you try all 4 buttons, though, you're going to fall down. So don't push all 4 buttons. Hopefully this is the winning button here. It's a little janky pushing these. Okay, there we go. Okay, did we actually? I don't know that we can go through here. I don't think we can. I don't think you can. Well, I think we're SOL right now. Unless we can figure something out. I don't know that there's a solution here. We have to get in here somehow. Do you guys see any opening whatsoever? Are we missing something? Is there like a... Oh, is this... No, this doesn't slide. No. I don't see a way in. And as you might be able to tell, I'm almost falling over here. But no nausea though. No nausea, no motion sickness. I'm still good. But yeah, this will really test your mettle here. And I think we've passed so far with flying colors, but unfortunately, I'm not sure I understand this level. Because I think I've done everything you can do. Nope, see, we're falling now to the ground, as you can tell. Oh, we completed! That's what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to make it drop all the way down to the ground. Oh, you know what? Maybe you're supposed to drop it all the way to the ground, but without you falling as well. Ah, well, that's a lot more difficult, right? Alright, so we're going to forget about the poem this time, because we've already done that part. We don't want to do it again, but we're going to do it better this time. Okay, so we're going to actually jump out as we're making it fall down. And I think that's what we did wrong. So let's do this all over again, but this time we have a better idea of what we need to do. We actually need to make it drop. Make it drop all the way down. And like I said, man, you need a very strong constitution, you know. This is for VR veterans. This is not for those VR noobs. This is not for Quest VR players. This is for PCVR, hardened VR veterans, cold hardened VR veterans with thousands of hours in VR. You can handle. Oh my god, my hand is stuck. Oh no. Well, it doesn't matter how many hours in VR I have when my hand is stuck. We might have to lose here. This is why I don't recommend this game, because of this stuff. This shouldn't happen. And I don't know that there's a solution. Is there a solution? I don't think so. Other than restarting, I don't know that there's a solution. Yeah, there's not a solution. We're gonna have to lose. Oh. Nope. There's not a solution. See, my hand is stuck. I can't get it out. No matter what I do. See, I'm not grabbing onto anything. I'm just stuck in there. I'm stuck in the terrain. So we're gonna have to restart. Respawn. Alright, so let's try this again. Oh, this time we just get the poem. It fell by itself. We didn't have to do anything. Okay, well, I guess that's good. Alright, we're good to go. Let's jump. Let's jump again. Let's jump around. Alright, we're good. Alright. Alright. Oh man, I don't know that... Can we do this? Is it me, or are we farther away this time than the last time? It seems like we're farther away. Okay, alright. Okay, there we go. We made it. Now we just have to climb up. So you can see why I'm saying this is for VR veterans only. At least I hope you see why. Alright, so now we just got to go to the eviction notice. But this time we have it figured out. We know exactly what to do. Blank. Okay. I think we want to save... No, we want this one to go down, right? Yeah, we want this to go down. And what we want is we want that button over there first. This one right here. Push it. Okay. And then what's gonna happen, if I can see, is we're gonna try to hold on. Let's see if we can actually make it work though. We did it! We did it! We did it! We survived! We survived! We completed the level. Alright, without dying. There we go. Completed level 7. Alright, I'm officially a cold-hearted VR veteran. And yeah, like I said, I don't recommend this game, but if you want to test your VR metal, you know, you're basically in a container that swings and sways while you're trying to climb up and jump, and yeah, this will really test your VR legs, you know, and test your VR constitution. And you know, you can test yourself, you know. Test what you're made of. Are you strong enough? Do you have the will? Do you have the way? Can you show me the way to survive these levels without, you know, getting motion sickness, barfing, you know, all that good stuff? And if you can, then that absolutely does mean that you are a cold-hearted VR veteran, not a VR noob. And you probably have thousands of hours in VR. You probably play VR very often, you know, if not every day, you know, every other day, or at least a couple times a week. And, you know, that's something to be proud of. Now, the poem's here, but the eviction notice is over there. So I think what you have to do is you have to go, wait, how do you get up to the eviction notice? That looks like impossible. Wait, that is impossible. How would you get up there? Maybe... Okay, I think I know what to do. This is actually an interesting level, so I'm going to play just a little bit more. But you see how that's way too high? There's no way to get up there, right? But maybe, what you need to do is make this one go down. This side over here, right? That makes sense, right? Right here, this one go down. Did it go down? I don't think so. Did it go down? We're not closer over there to that one. Maybe you have to make this one go down as well. Ah. But it didn't do what I thought it would do. I thought it would make this one go up there so you can climb it up. But let's see. Maybe you need to make this one go down as well. Let's try that out. No, it didn't work. How do you get up there? Wait, how? That looks impossible. Wait, how do you... Oh, there's a ladder. Wait. There's a ladder there. How do you make that ladder go up? Wait. So yeah, you can see why this requires you being a VR veteran, not a VR noob, to try to figure this stuff out. Okay, so there's a ladder here, right? Let's check it out. Where's the ladder? Okay, here's the ladder. So maybe it's the opposite. Maybe we're supposed to make this side go down. Okay, so maybe this side here first? And you can see why I told you guys that you have to be a VR veteran for this stuff. Noobs need not apply. It's not a good game though. So yeah, I'm not recommending it. But my god, wow. Can we now get up there? Or how do we do this? Do we stand up the ladder now? Oh my god. How do we do this? Wait, how? This is impossible. Wait, how do you do this? Wait, how do you make the wait. Oh, wow. Oh, whoa, that's difficult, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, wow, that's gonna, well, this level is tough. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the video here. Like I said, if you want to test whether you are a VR veteran or not, get this game, but I don't recommend it. It's not a good game, but you know, if you're curious about, you know, your VR metal, whether you got what it takes in VR, you know, it's only $4, so, you know, it's a nice way of testing your VR legs. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This is portable VR. It's, like I said, normal price $4. I think it's 15% off. I don't recommend it, but hey, sometimes as a VR player, as a VR gamer, you just want to test your limits. And I would say I passed with flying colors. Are you going to pass, though? That's the question. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.